So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Up front, Middleton plays small forward, and Koulibaly plays power. Johnson is out there with Kispert. And it's Sarr in at the 5 spot. And for the Pistons, Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Cunningham is the point with Thompson on the wing. And it's Howland in at the small forward. What a treat we have tonight, Greg. These teams give us a glimpse into the future of the NBA.
No doubt about that. These are the guys that might eventually turn into the superstars that run the league. It's still very up and coming, but loads of talent on the floor in this one.
Now here's Middleton. Boy, he just disappeared against Dallas when they needed him the most. Just 3 to shoot. Johnson for 3. Sarr controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Sarr's got the first basket of the game for the Wizards.
And when you ask the coaches about Sarr, they rave about his motive.
Harris finds Cunningham. Back to Harris. And stolen by Sarr. Pass to Johnson. And here is Kispert. Koulibaly up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson outside. Over Cunningham. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Harris. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, finding a way. That's what Harris does.
Johnson, the pass to Middleton. Johnson sets the screen for Middleton. Now, here's Kispert. And the 3 off target.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because... that's as good as it gets. Woo!
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Johnson. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Middleton. No problem on the jumper in close.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Trailing by 2. Pass to Cunningham. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, his decision-making has improved each season. Cunningham now looking like a seasoned vet running that pick and roll.
Now here's Johnson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Middleton left side. And no good that time. For Detroit, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Tim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
Well, with that size, it's easy for Sarr to see right where the rock needs to go.
Now, here's Cunningham. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Holland, the pass to Cunningham. And here's Harris from the arc. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And Harris is really effective shooting off the catch.
Wizards passing it around. Back to Koulibaly. And he dunks it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Left side, Harris. Over Koulibaly. Harris misses.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Back to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Cunningham with it. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Down low, here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Koulibaly, bounce pass. Sarr with the screen on Cunningham. Kicks it down to Middleton. Trains the three-pointer. Middleton's got 5.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And the Pistons with possession here. Trailing by 2. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. Pass to Duren. To the left wing. Here's Holland. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Harris against Middleton. Here's Johnson. And here's Middleton. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 5. Pass to Koulibaly. Shoots over Holland. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harris outside. Thompson passes to Harris. And here is Duren. Covered by Sarr. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Here's Middleton, and that one is hammered home.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they are reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
Pistons trail by 4. To the middle, here's Holland, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Johnson's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Cunningham against Johnson. Out to the wing. Here's Holland. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 5th assist in this one. Washington's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. What an asset to a team when you've got big men who can knock down free throws. Look here at the top centers and power forwards in terms of free throw percentage this season. 4th, Tobias Harris.
Now that is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
It was more prevalent to see big guys struggle from the free throw line in a different era. Not anymore. This list proves that.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And that one misses. Well, the season just started, GA. We have a few big storylines already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long in this league. The intense media scrutiny, social media, news travels fast.
The Pistons trailing. Pass to Cunningham. Duran with the screen on Johnson. Cunningham passes to Duran. Shot clock at 6. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, Cunningham felt the contact, knew he was going to get a whistle, and now he's going to the line for one more.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Paul Reed comes in for Holland. And Ivy subbed in for Asar Thompson. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
You know, when you watch Cunningham, he can take total control of the game. He's got that 6'6" length, and then you combine it with his dribbling and passing ability. An impressive package.
Middleton inside the three-point line, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
It's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Pass to Ivy. Here's Cunningham. Had a hand on it.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
And so it's Washington with it. They trail by 1. Back to Carrington. Now here's Middleton. And it's off from three-point range. Harris outside. Back to Ivy. Pistons passing it around. Fades back. And Detroit again with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Carrington. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Middleton. And it's Reed pulling it down. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Mavericks. And before his untimely injury, Jaden Ivey, Greg, was blossoming in his third season.
Yeah, his shooting touch showed tremendous improvement. Great to see him back on the court, and still plenty of time to deliver on his potential.
Washington trailing. Now Carrington. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Middleton. Back to George. 5 on the clock. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Middleton can't get it to go.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Reed the pass to Ivy. Back to Reed. Cunningham on the wing. Over Kispert. Cunningham's shot is off.
Oh, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 9. And here's George for 3. Detroit with the rebound. Duran's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Wizards trail by 4. And Brian Key wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Jalen Duran has certainly forced him in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart checked in for Jalen Duren. Robinson comes in for Tobias Harris. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And then for Washington, Marvin Bagley's checked in for Song. Whitmore comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Johnson in for Corey Kispert. Now, here's Johnson. Count it, good.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Robinson. In the corner, Ivy with it. Three-pointer. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
George finds Whitmore. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This is what I love about Whitmore, his fearless attitude and that ability to draw foul.
The Wizards have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Ivy. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. 8 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Whitmore. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pistons lead by 1. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
The Pistons leading. Reed out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Ivy. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Sasser in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit right now. Robinson misses. The Wizards shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Carrington bounce pass. Johnson the pass to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
And the Pistons with possession here. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Pass to George. Ivy against Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Just his first attempt. And it's Carrington missing. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Sasser. Pass to Ivy. Stewart in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Carrington in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by George. Carrington's got his first 3 points of the game. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Sasser. Still scoreless. And stolen by Whitmore. Now we'll hear from Allie Laporte, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, the Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. A different look here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Robinson. Asar Thompson comes in for Jaden Ivey. And it's Cunningham in for Marcus Sasser. The Wizards also changing it up. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Bagley. Chris Middleton comes in for Whitmore. And it's Johnson in for Johnson. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. On the wing, Thompson. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And it's Johnson penetrating. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And again, Washington with the triple.
Great to see Middleton producing like this. You can tell he loves to be a factor in his team's success.
Cunningham against Johnson. Cunningham's shot is off. Washington leading now by 5. Middleton outside. Johnson in the corner. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Detroit. They're 6th best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings. And checking out Washington. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now. So it's Washington now. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Fires at the elbow. Koulibaly, no good. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
Here's Carrington. Middleton outside. Here's the screen. It's up a 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Thompson. Stewart, a screen for Thompson. And here's Reed. From downtown, Johnson with the rebound. On the wing, George. Guarded by Stewart. Here's Koulibaly. Pass to Middleton.
I see him.
5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Thompson. He's right around 9 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Well, he understands his role. He's one of their enforcers, but he also helps them win the battle of possessions.
And the first one drops.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And the Wizards making a change here. Sar's checked in. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Johnson for three. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Now here's Thompson. 6 points for him. Stewart with it. Now defended by Sarr.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Wizards leading by 4. And the tough guy reputation, Tim, well earned for Isaiah Stewart.
Well, yeah, he's a physical presence, Kevin. He does not shy away from an alley fight. He brings that edge every team needs, and it is especially welcome in the Motor City.
It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Reed, finished off the break. Now just a 2-point Washington lead.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Washington is going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Here's Johnson.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Wizards?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
And he makes the first. And the Pistons making a change here. Duran's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham with it. 12 points for him. Pass to Duran. And Sarr pulls it down. The Wizards have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Now here's Johnson. Sarr with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Koulibaly. Clock at 4. It's the three-point bomb. Carrington's got the lead up to 7 now for Washington.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Cunningham dishes it to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Wizards. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Koulibaly. That 3 off the mark. Detroit's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. To the right side. Here's Holland. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Washington leading now by 5. And Jalen Duran picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Tobias Harris is checked in for Isaiah Stewart. Corey Kispert's checked in for Washington. Cunningham against Johnson. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Washington. Kispert, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now here is Harris. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Cunningham. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kispert, no good. Pistons trail by 5. Cunningham passes to Hawk. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Brian Key wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here's a look at some of the stats for Jaden Ivey. So it's the Wizards now. 3-point lead. Pass to Coulibaly from 13. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. To the paint, here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, that's why he's an all-star. When Cunningham gets going, there is no answer defensively.
The Wizards have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Johnson kicks to Kispert. Back to Johnson. Here's Middleton. Shot clock at 5. Trying to get something going. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. Here's Holland. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Holland's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, Cunningham keeping others involved, a true catalyst for this offense.
Washington's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Middleton finds Kispert. Sarr sets the screen for Kispert. Back to Middleton. Shoots over Holland. Middleton can't get it to go. Detroit's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 4-point Piston lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 10. And it's Kispert in the corner. It's good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
.144 left in the second quarter. Cunningham looking around. For Detroit, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And he sinks the second. Wizards trail by 3. On the wing, Johnson. It's tipped.
Yeah, going straight up with those long arms. Duran flat out, a brick wall around the rim. Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
For three, Middleton. Rebound by the Pistons. Duran's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The kick out to Cunningham. 52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Goes up on the wing. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Here's Koulibaly. 12 points his last outing, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Thompson. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Duran. And here's Cunningham. Here's Holland. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Pass to Middleton. 1 second left. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
Look at Detroit. They've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together. They play for one another. They're well coached. This team is a team to watch for the rest of the year.
And weaving back to the first half of our game, Cade Cunningham showing out.
Locked in offensively, getting to his spots, picking apart the D, scoring in bunches, Jets.
Great points. Get it? See what I did there?
We saw, Ernie, it just wasn't funny.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
Pistons leading by 6. Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. Down low on the block, it's Koulibaly with Song. Corey Kispert is out there with Johnson. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now, here's Cunningham. Rebound by Kispert. Middleton against Cunningham. Middleton the pass to Johnson. Middleton, a screen on Harris. Here's Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got the first bucket of the third here for Washington.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Johnson's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. To the middle. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, Cunningham is confident running these sets. He just knows how to break down the defense.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. 6-point game. And Sarr gets it to go on the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists in the game. Pistons shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And Tim, watching Alex Sarr, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
Wizards trail by 4. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Kispert. Harris against Koulibaly. Back to Middleton. On the wing, Koulibaly. 4 on the clock. Johnson, that's for 2. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the inside. Here's Thompson. Here's Holland. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Holland's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons. Wizards have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. The Pistons second.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Now, here's Kispert. He's covered by Thompson. Bounce pass Sarr. Middleton outside. He's looking for Sarr and finds him. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Pistons. Turing's got 8 rebounds in this game. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Wizards trail by 8. Johnson with it. Turing picks him up. Middleton for 3. Detroit with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
In the corner, it's Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Out to Thompson. Shoots it up. Detroit, no good that time either. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Harris outside. Clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Alex Sarr. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it. Well, you know, he's been around the league a really long time, but Tobias Harris still performs at a high level every night.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Coulibaly. The Wizards working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. They could use a bucket. Bank shot. No good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Thompson kicks to Holland. Back to Thompson. Cunningham on the wing. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Wizards trail by 10. Pass to Coulibaly. Rejected by Harris.
That is great anticipation by Harris. When he's working this hard defensively, he's a difference maker.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. It's going to be Holland shooting. One on Kispert. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
And that one falls for Holland. Wizards have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Pass to Middleton. Now Coulibaly. Back to Middleton. Coulibaly with the screen for Middleton. In the corner, it's Sarr. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists now tonight.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
Pistons leading by 10. Harris outside. Cunningham for 3. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Johnson. Middleton outside. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Sarr the screen. Coulibaly with the steal. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Cade Cunningham? Right around 21 points per, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, his production is crucial to this team. They've sort of built around him, and it's why so many things are run through him.
Ivy's checked in for Detroit. Keyshawn George, he's checked in for the Wizards. Shot from 12. That's good on the jump shot. And the Pistons lead by 12.
And I love it. Duren there extending his range. Not necessarily beyond the arc, but a few steps outside the paint.
Now, here's George. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Johnson. Got a piece of it.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
George with the steal. Johnson, the pass to George. from 18 feet away. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 14.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Harris a screen on Johnson. Ivy kicks to Harris. No good on the triple. Wizards trail by 10. Johnson outside. Sarr sets the screen for Johnson. And Sarr throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Ivy. Pass to Duran. From down in the low post, it goes. Duran's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that right there is Duran's workshop. When he's that close to the bucket, he is awfully difficult to handle.
Now, here's Kispert. Guarded closer. Johnson against Ivy. Shot clock at 6. Here's Koulibaly. Misses in close. Pistons leading by 10. So nice to see Jaden Ivey back in action, Tim, after suffering that broken fibula last season.
Yeah, Kevin, he was just hitting his stride when he had a very difficult injury. In particular, he was upping his shooting percentage from the field. Now he's looking to continue that momentum.
And here's Ivy, following the three-pointer by Corey Kispert. George against Harris. Back to Ivy. George with the defensive effort.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Stewart checked in for the Pistons. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Carlton Carrington's checked in for Alexander Sarr. Pistons leading by 4. Now Ivy. Pass to Stewart. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Bagley comes in for Koulibaly. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Johnson. And Harris drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to George. A 3. It's hauled in by Stewart.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
On the wing, Harris. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Wizards. George with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And it's the fearlessness of Bagley that earns him these calls. Plays with such ferocity.
The Wizards shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Bagley.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Pistons leading by 5. And here's Ivy. Pass to Harris. Great D that time from Bagley. Washington's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Whitmore. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Holland. And that one is stuffed right through.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Wizards trail by 7. Pass to Whitmore. There's the screen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Harris.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Washington, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Wizards. Good on the second free throw. Here's Ivy. 1:19 left in the third. Pass to Harris. Over George. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Harris has got 15 points.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Middleton outside. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Nice. A mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
Pistons leading by 6. 46 seconds left to play here in the third. Harris passes to Stewart. Harris outside. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Ivy, no good. And so George will bring it up for the Wizards. Middleton outside. A three-pointer off the mark. And, well, Detroit shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Thompson dishes to Harris. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Harris has got 9 points now in the quarter. And so is Detroit in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Wizards trail by 9. Cade Cunningham out there with Ivy. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Paul Reed. And it's Stewart in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit right now.
He's a real wrecking ball. inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
He hits the second from the line. Pistons leading by 8. Now, here's Ivy. Pass to Stewart. And the Pistons another 3.
It's like Ivy has that sixth sense of where his teammates are on the floor.
Washington shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Carrington. Ivy defending. Bagley, no good. Ivy against Bagley. Here's Stewart. Washington with the rebound. For the 3. And it's Whitmore missing. Pistons shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. From past the arc. And the Pistons another 3.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Middleton looking it over. Outside, George. Bagley with a screen on Cunningham. Three-pointer, buries the long-range jumper.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now, here's Cunningham. Launches it. You can't get that one. Wizards trail by 11. On the wing, Whitmore. Outside, Bagley. No good from outside. Detroit's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. They grabbed their own miss. Reed. Pass to Robinson from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Outside, George. Middleton against Robinson. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Whitmore. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Stolen by Middleton. On the wing, Carrington. To the middle. On the wing, Whitmore. The Wizards with another miss. Pistons leading by 14. Here's Ivy. The rebound by Carrington. Carrington's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Detroit making a switch here. Duran's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Sar's checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break, and coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Thank you, Allie. Cunningham gets the bucket.
With his 6'6" size, Cunningham is so tough to get off his rhythm off the bounce.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's George. That one doesn't go. Great defense that time from Duran. Robinson finds Ivy. Duran high post. Shot clock at 5. Whitmore with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Robinson. Duran with the screen on Middleton. Here's Robinson. It's deflected. Here's Carrington. Ivy defending. And stolen by Ivy. Here's Reed. Count it. And the Pistons lead by 16.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Here's Carrington after the basket by Detroit. A clear look here for Middleton. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Middleton's got 19 points. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Pass to Ivy. Inside. Unloads. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And normally that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
One shot.
And that one falls for Middleton.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Harris is checked in for Reed. Holland comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Asar Thompson in for Jaden Ivey. And then for Washington, Koulibaly, he's checked in for Keyshawn George. Corey Kispert comes in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Johnson in for Carlton Carrington. So it's the Pistons now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Holland, the pass to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Shoots a 3. Pistons working now with a new shot clock. Pass to Holland. Back to Harris. From the arc. Washington with the rebound. Middleton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Jalen Duran picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Now, here's Kispert. He's covered by Thompson. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Kispert. Pass to Harris. Another shot. Here's Holland. Cunningham outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harris misses.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Koulibaly, no good. Pistons leading by 9. Holland, the pass to Duran. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
The Wizards have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the 4th. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line. And the big fella, Alex R, showing promise. Craig especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well. There's just so much potential for Sarr. He's got that Wemby-like build with a lot of skill.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Here we go, one-on-one. Kispert with it, working on Thompson, and no good.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at you.
Wizards trail by 10. To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Duran. Cunningham against Johnson. Here's Holland over Middleton. Holland no good. Johnson surveying the floor. Koulibaly finds Sarr. To the inside. Oh, one-handed!
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
Detroit leading by 6. Cunningham left side. On the wing, Harris. He's defended by Koulibaly. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his second of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
Now here's Middleton. D right on him. Snatched away. Harris finishes inside on the nice dish.
Well, that's nice. Asserting himself inside. Harris taking it right to the defense.
Here's Middleton for 3. Rebounded by Thompson. Now Harris, and stolen by Sarr. Now Middleton. It's off target. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Johnson against Cunningham. Johnson rips down the board. Wizards trail by 11. Fires the 3. It misses. Detroit's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. Now Harris. From 10 feet away, Middleton pulls it down. The Wizards shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. The shot misses. Thompson outside. Now Cunningham. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. He drills the 3.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Now here's Middleton. Now Sarr. Oh, what a play inside. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Alan LaForce, This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Cade Cunningham.